episode 94. Now I know that most of you, if not all of you, will realize the difference between the huge leap in episodes from episode lead to episode XCIII, which is 93 in Roman. Basically, the creator wanted to make the impression that 50 years has passed by, or 50 episodes in this case. Anyway, about my Kong Skull Island vs. Godzilla video, it's making progress, but the Chango isn't here right now because he wanted to watch this Beauty and the Beast movie, whatever that is. I prefer to watch Ghost in the Shell, which is coming out at the end of the month. Well, that said, let's move in. Before the episode even began, Toonami showed its old logo from 1987 to 2004. 20 years, man. Well, anyway, this episode actually opens with Aku, not with his usual long before the distant land narrative, but rather a normal routine that he's somehow gotten tired of for the past 50 years. After finally eradicating all time portals and sending that samurai fool over to the future, he's starting to grow tired and sick and groggy of it, while showing his humorous side for a change. But yet, he doesn't know what to do now. He now fears that Jack is gonna be immortal forever, and all he has grown is a beard. Meanwhile, there's interludes between Jack and the wolf. The wolf takes the left path, Jack takes the left path. And while this be going, one of the experiments, a giant beetle drone or something like that, that scientists introduced to Aku, only for him to dismiss it because he was gotten tired of all the same old. So, he left them to their own devices, so he decided to test it against Jack, which he blows up in 3 seconds. He didn't even flinch or blink. Well, afterwards, he assumed riding his motorcycle somewhere, until suddenly a ninja star just comes in out of nowhere, flips his motorcycle, and leaving Jack completely off guard. Well, in the last episode, some woman has given birth to 7 daughters of Aku, but Aku himself doesn't know because of his tiresome behavior towards Jack. So it was raining, and so Jack did everything he could, but the 7 samurai did not even fall for it, so he was forced to take refuge under that same old beetle that he'd taken care of in the past. But he is haunted by his young Jack. Yes, young Jack. And he's considering suicide, as shown. And young Jack's telling his older self, how much longer can you keep this up? You can't be this forever. And since Jack has been dead for 50 years, young Jack is coaxing him to commit suicide, or seppuku, as in the traditional samurai culture, where he meets his honor and the samurai stabs himself in the gut and slices himself open. However, Jack, ever persistent, declares he always finds a way, as he had over the past 53 years. since his arrival. And so he decides to flee the abandoned beetle. So, however, he senses that ninjas were following him, so he decides to lure him into the temple, which he uses as a hideaway from them. However, they crack each and every one of his traps. And since Jack was greatly outnumbered and probably outpsyched by his younger self, he had what was coming to him. And so he was forced to flee while the ninjas were busy finding him and stripping him of his armor until there was nothing but tatters. And he lures him into a mausoleum of some sort where there's about 500 coffins and one dead king in the center. And they spend their time looking for him while the wolf in one section is shown fighting these tiger-like things despite him receiving a bad wound in his back. He ain't given up yet, and neither was Jack. So, Jack ends up finding the samurai after they discover his hideout. And no respect for the dead, should I add, since they practically clobbered 2 dead skeletons in the bones and ground them to dust. But soon, his armor was stripped, he was nothing but tatters, so he decided to flee. However, one of the ninjas ambushes him, and they start to fight, and somehow, just as the ninja was about to kill Jack, he headbutts her and slices her throat while breaking her mask, thus revealing that it wasn't a machine like he always had thought they were, but this time was a human girl with his throat slit. But he didn't get away so clean either, since he had a stab wound on the lower left abdomen. And so Jack was horrified by it, and then decided to flee since he saw all the other ninjas coming right towards him, while using the robot sword from the past episode to blow up the temple. He was able to escape, but he's losing blood fast. And it's assumed that the 7 ninjas either are all dead or they retreated from the blast. But since one ninja's dead, now they're down to 6. And once again, the old nostalgic Samurai Jack theme plays in the credits. However, it is revealed that 6 ninjas are still alive, and they corner Jack in a forest. Wait, that's the preview, so don't think it's the episode. They corner Jack in some forest, and Jack tells them to leave or face death. And they choose the latter since they want to kill him to make their destiny. So Jack just went very well and proceeds to attack them and uses nature to his advantage since there's no darkness anywhere. And it ended up there. So I know it was pretty short, and the Godzilla vs. Kong clip is gonna be postponed because of Chango. I even had all my parts memorized. But then again, well, the one thing I didn't like is that Aku was, I don't know, a little off. Not just the voice, since we all know that Mako has passed away, but he's just not the same. And it's a very good episode. So, I think that's about it for this review. So, please give this video a like. Watch the videos of my other two companions, which are Jimmy Retro and Dichango. Comment on my video along with any of their videos, and subscribe to this channel. So, till next time, just keep on stomping.